Chapter 1. The Secret of Starville. In the quiet town of Starville, where the sun painted the rooftops gold every evening, lived an 11-year-old boy named Shahmir. With his short black hair and dark brown eyes, he blended in with the other kids at school. But beneath the surface, Shahmir had a secret that made his heart race with excitement after the last school bell rang. On a bright, sunny afternoon, Shahmir was at Starville Park, dribbling a soccer ball with the kind of skill that made other kids stop and watch. "Goal!" he shouted, kicking the ball with precision as it soared into the makeshift net made of old cardboard boxes. The laughter of children filled the air, but Shahmir's mind was already racing with thoughts of his other life, the one filled with hidden gadgets and secret missions. "Hey, Shahmir!" The voice broke through his focus. It was Bella, his neighbor. With her vibrant red hair bouncing in the wind like a flame, she hurried over, her green eyes sparkling with curiosity. "What are you practicing for, the World Cup?" Shahmir grinned, wiping a bead of sweat from his forehead. "Just trying to get better. Maybe one day I'll be a famous soccer player and an astronaut." Bella giggled, plopping down on the grass beside him. "You can be both. You just need a rocket-powered soccer ball." He chuckled, enjoying the easy banter. "And you could help me design it. With all your puzzle skills, we could build a spaceship later." Their laughter echoed through the park, and an unlikely friendship blossomed between them, filled with dreams of the stars and inventions they could create together. They promised each other that they would always look out for one another, whether on Earth or in the cosmos. But just as they began discussing their future adventures, Shahmir's wrist communicator beeped. He quickly glanced at it, and his heart skipped a beat. It was a message from his mentor, Agent Orion, a wise old owl who had taken Shahmir under his wing, quite literally, as he often perched on his shoulder during missions. "Uh-oh! Looks like I have an urgent message!" Shahmir said, his voice trembling with a mix of excitement and worry. "It's from Orion." "What's it about?" Bella leaned in, her eyes wide with intrigue. Shahmir tapped the communicator, and Orion's voice crackled through. "Shahmir, my young spy, we have a situation. Pets have been disappearing from Starville, and I need your help to uncover the mystery. Meet me at the old oak tree. Be careful." Shahmir's heart raced. "I think I'm going to need your help, Bella. This sounds serious." "Count me in," she declared, her voice brimming with confidence. "I've always wanted to solve a mystery." As they made their way to the old oak tree, a sense of adventure tingled in the air. The tree stood tall and ancient, its branches sprawling like welcoming arms. Shahmir spotted Orion perched high above, his yellow eyes gleaming with wisdom. "Good, you both made it," the owl hooted softly, fluttering down to perch on a lower branch. "Listen carefully. I've gathered some clues, but we need to work together to solve this. The first clue lies among the creatures of the night." "Creatures of the night?" Bella repeated, a shiver of excitement running down her spine. "Like bats? Or raccoons?" Shahmir added, his thoughts racing. "I've seen one rummaging through our trash lately. Maybe it knows something." Orion nodded, his feathers ruffling in the breeze. "Indeed, but remember, kindness can open doors to unexpected paths. Be gentle with the raccoon. It may hold the answer to our mystery." With determination in their hearts, Shahmir and Bella set off, eager to find the mischievous raccoon they had spotted near the park. They hurried through the maze of streets, discussing clever ways to approach the creature without scaring it away. "I think we should bring it a snack," Bella suggested, pulling a half-eaten sandwich out of her backpack. "Raccoons love food, right?" "Great idea," Shahmir agreed, smiling at her thoughtful gesture. "Let's find Rocky the raccoon." As they neared the park, they caught sight of a bushy tail darting behind a tree. Shahmir whispered, "There he is. Let's be quiet." But just as they crept closer, an unexpected twist occurred. Rocky the raccoon turned and startled them, his eyes wide and glistening. "Who dares approach my snack?" he squeaked, standing on his hind legs, looking like the guardian of his treasure. Shahmir and Bella exchanged glances, their hearts racing. Would Rocky be friendly? Would he share what he knew? They had to show kindness to find out. We come in peace," Shahmir said, kneeling down and holding out the sandwich. "We just want to know if you've seen any missing pets around here." Rocky's nose twitched, and he stared at the food in disbelief. "You bring snacks? For me?" Bella nodded earnestly. "Yes, we thought you might help us if we share." Rocky's eyes sparkled with mischief. Well, in that case, I might just have some information, if you're willing to share more snacks. As the three of them settled under the old oak tree, the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of pink and orange. Shahmir and Bella realized that kindness could unlock even the most guarded hearts, and together they would uncover the secrets of Starville. But just as they began to unravel the first clue, a rustling in the bushes caught their attention. Was it a friend or another mystery waiting to be solved? As the rustling in the bushes grew louder, Shahmir, Bella, and Rocky exchanged nervous glances. "What if it's Mr. Grizzle?" Bella whispered, her eyes wide. "Or maybe it's another pet?" Rocky suggested, his curiosity piqued, his little paws tapping the ground impatiently. "Let's find out," Shahmir said, his voice steady despite the flutter in his stomach. He took a deep breath and stepped toward the noise. "Hello? Is anyone there?" To their surprise, a small, fluffy dog with big, floppy ears bounded out from behind the bushes, barking joyfully. "Ruff! Ruff!" The dog wagged its tail so hard that it almost toppled over. "Hey, buddy! Are you one of the missing pets?" Bella exclaimed, kneeling down to pet the dog. "What's your name?" The dog tilted its head and barked again. "I'm Max. I was taken by a mean badger, but I escaped." "Do you know where he is now?" Shahmir asked, his heart racing. Max nodded eagerly. "Yes. He took all the pets to his dark cave on the hill, but I heard him talking about making a potion. We need to hurry." "All right, we can't waste any time," Shahmir said, determination shining in his dark brown eyes. He turned to Rocky. "Can you lead us there?" "Follow me," Rocky said, already darting off, his little feet rustling through the grass. As they raced toward the hill, Shahmir felt the weight of their mission on his shoulders. But he also felt the warmth of friendship growing within him. Bella jogged beside him, her vibrant red hair gleaming in the setting sun. "Do you really think we can reason with Mr. Grizzle?" she asked, her voice a mix of excitement and fear. "Kindness is our best weapon," Shahmir replied, remembering how sharing snacks had opened up Rocky's heart. "If we approach him the right way, I believe we can help him understand." When they finally reached the dark cave, the entrance loomed before them like a gaping mouth. Shadows danced inside, and the air smelled musty and damp. "Be brave," Shahmir whispered, glancing at Bella and Rocky. "We can do this together." As they stepped inside, Max's little barks echoed in the cave. "Mr. Grizzle, are you in here?" "Go away," came a gruff voice from the shadows. "I don't want to see anyone." Shahmir took a deep breath and stepped forward, his heart pounding. "Mr. Grizzle," he called out gently, "we're here to talk. We know you've taken the pets, but we want to help you." A pair of glowing eyes appeared in the darkness, followed by a grumpy old badger with a scruffy coat. "Help? Why would I need help? I'm perfectly fine on my own." "Because," Bella interjected, stepping up with courage, "kindness makes life so much better. We brought Max back, and we can help you too." Mr. Grizzle paused, his expression softening just a little. You care about me?" "Yes," Rocky squeaked. "We're here because we believe everyone deserves a friend. Even a grumpy badger like you." The old badger squinted, his eyes glimmering with uncertainty. "But I've been alone for so long, I thought I could make a potion to have power." "It won't bring you happiness," Shahmir said, his voice steady. "But making friends will make your heart light, like a spaceship soaring through the stars." The cave fell silent. Mr. Grizzle looked down at the ground and then back at the children and Max. "Maybe I've been wrong." With a gentle sigh, he waved his paw. "All right, let the pets go. I didn't mean to frighten anyone." With a flurry of movement, Shahmir, Bella, and Max freed the other pets, who had been tied up in the corner. They wagged their tails and meowed in gratitude as they scampered out into the sunlight. "Thank you," said Mr. Grizzle gruffly, looking at the happy pets bounding away. "I guess I was so focused on power that I forgot what it means to have friends." As they stepped out of the cave into the warm glow of the sun, Shahmir felt a wave of joy wash over him. He turned to Bella, Rocky, and even Mr. Grizzle. "See? Kindness really does make a difference." "Always be kind," Bella said, smiling brightly, her red hair catching the sunlight. From that day on, Mr. Grizzle became a part of their community, sharing stories and treats with the children. Shahmir balanced his life as a normal boy and a spy, knowing that kindness was the greatest adventure of all. And every time he looked up at the stars, He remembered how he helped turn a grumpy badger into a cherished friend. And in the heart of Starville, laughter rang out like music, filling the air with warmth and hope.